Well, there he is. Damn it. How's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. You just woke me up from a nap. Actually, you didn't wake me up. Broker just woke me up. That's why we're late. Temp and location, please. Same place I've been all afternoon. Uh, I had them. I had them telling me this morning. You need to update the macro point. I said the macro point's up to date. I ain't moved. I'm sitting in the same spot. Hey, sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope we're live on all the platforms here. Thanks for coming in. Got a new phone, so had some things I had to do here with the new phone. I got the Samsung Ultra. Samsung Ultra. Oh, hey. Um, let's see here. Find my own live show. That's what I'm trying to do. Live. There it is. Am I loud? Find my own live show. That's what I'm trying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we got to get the broker call out of the way. We got the broker call out of the way. We're just chilling here. Guy in the receiving office told me just go ahead and relax. 6 to 8 hours they're behind schedule right now. 6 to 8 hours. I said, hey, bro, you ain't going to hurt my feelings none. I'm going to go to sleep. Y'all call me when you need me. Yeah, I'm not even stressing it. Let me plug this phone in here. New phone. We'll see. Maybe it doesn't overheat. Let me make sure the brightness ain't up too high. Nope. Trying to get back to my show. There we go. Let me plug this thing in on the charger. Big phone, big battery. You know what I'm saying? Takes a long time to charge that thing. How's everybody doing out there? Do you have a 6 to 8 hour wait time today? Looks like the line's moved. I'm not moving up. You can park behind me if you need to. Park in front of me if you need to. I ain't moving. I'm staying right down here, boys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 6 to 8 hour wait time. Got a banger of a load out of Minnesota Friday. So unloading in Ohio right now, or tonight, unloading in Ohio. And then we heading down south for the second stop. 2 stop, 1 pick, 2 stops. They tried loading 55,000 pounds on here. Yeah. They handed me the paperwork and it said 55,000 pounds. And I was like, you guys know we can't do that, right? And yeah. So I went up, I cat scaled it. I came back. They took 10,000 pounds off, which was not enough for me, but whatever. They took enough to get it under. Sorry, I got a mosquito or something flying around in here. Distractions. But yeah, so took it back over there. They took 10,000 pounds off of it. Got me down to 79,600 pounds, and away we went. Never a fan of a load like that. I hate when they do that because, in my opinion, they're doing that on purpose. They're seeing how much weight they can put on. And you know how much weight you can put on. You know, it's like 42,000, 44,000. But I would say it weighs 45-ish because we're right at gross. And but I'm pulling a different trailer than I normally pull. Joe Little made it in the house. What's up, Joe Little? Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Doing things. Doing things. Joe Little made it in. What's up? I saw Wally was having to sell me some booger sugar. Yes. Oh, get some indigestion today. Wally, that is the topic of today's show. Wally, the truck driving fish. Why nobody watching Wally videos? Why nobody watches Wally videos? Are they worth it? Do you watch Wally videos? Waya says, damn it, just found out he didn't get it from Texas. Now I don't want it. Damn it. 18 wheelers in a house. What's up? Stands transport. The turban is hilarious on you, but you shouldn't wear something more Somalian since you up there in Minneapolis. Yeah. Boy, apparently everybody gets in their not you. I'm not talking about you, Stans. I'm just saying in general. Boy, people get in their butt hurt feelings about these Punjabi videos I've been making. The Hey Buddy truck driving school, man. I've had so many people leave comments saying that's racist. Oh, you're racist. I mean, whatever. I don't care. I mean, if you think I'm racist, you ain't been around a real racist, okay? I'm just saying. The world's gone too soft for me. You know, I make fun of everybody. I don't give a damn who you are. You're not above getting made fun of in my world, you know? That one guy says, Cash's turban colored like my chicken tiki masala. Good, okay. Chicken tiki masala. Never heard of that. Chris is in the house. What up? Sterling's in the house. Female Muslim trucker. Why no exist? Oh, I'm sure they exist out there somewhere. Chris says, need a blue turban to match the truck. Exactly. No exist because no drive the worst. Yes, that is facts. What the F is the crown thing? I have no idea. What is a crown thing? Did anybody notice how small the side mirrors are on the Volvo in the thumbnail? That's the reason I took that picture the other day. I was noticing the new Volvo truck there, and the side mirrors are teeny tiny little mirrors. I couldn't figure that one out. Papa's in the house. Durka orange turban clan. Yes, that's me. Christopher, the turban is a good look for you. Yeah, I think a bald guy in a turban's a pretty good look. We're going to run through this live show. I don't know how long I'll be live, to be honest with you. I just wanted to jump on, talk with everybody. Been getting a lot of comments here lately. I did get a quote on the truck being repaired, but I don't know exactly what it is. Peterbilt sent the quote over to my company instead of sending it to me. And then by the time I realized I didn't get the quote on Friday, it was like 5:30 and whatever. I'll get it Tuesday. But I took the deer guard off of the truck, so the bent deer guard's been taken off. Oh, here it is. That's what I needed. And honestly, nothing's going to come of what's going to happen to the driver of the other truck. That guy that hit my truck, his company could give two rats asses. They're just like, yeah, whatever, you know, it happens. And I'm like, no, it don't just happen. That guy hit me on purpose. And the guy was like, yeah, you know, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, man. You know, like, if they don't care, why should I care, right? Because I'm going to get a payday on it. So, Chris says, Cash never on time, LOL. No. I feel like it's never worth it to be live at the time you say you're going to be live. It's better to wait a couple minutes and let some people like get ready. You got to get them excited. Got to leave them wanting more. You know, day one stuff. Nah, honestly, it never fails. I set a damn live show time, and everybody calls it one time right at the live show. That's just the way it is. Chief Air Holler says, please read the Cat in the Hat to us. I will try. Anybody watch any college football yesterday? College football opener yesterday. Woo, some big games out there. Big games. Captain Er's in the house. Says, sup, Cash? Not much. Chilling, waiting 6 to 8 hours for a door assignment over here, they tell me. Holy moly, mother of God. I'm like, really? 6 to 8 hours? I told the guy, I said, y'all don't mind if I come in here every 30 minutes or so and complain, do you? And he was like, oh, please don't do that. I was like, I feel like I need to do it, you know. I like to joke around with the people in these places. It's so uptight. Everybody's on edge. It's just like, it's just not worth it to me. It's like, okay, it's going to take 6 to 8 hours to unload the tray or to get a door. I'm like, I don't care. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So why would I care? That's my motto in life. If I can't change it or I can't fix it, I don't care about it. So, I try not to, at least. I try not to. Something epic's in the house. What up, MFers? How y'all doing? We hanging out. Captain Earth says, long time, buddy. Yeah, where you been? Where you been? Russell Freight Services in the house. Long time for an unload. Yeah. I knew I was in trouble. I pulled on the street here where this place is, and there's trucks literally lined up down both sides of the street. And I was like, oh, what's the odds that I'm that one lucky guy that goes in there and gets a door immediately? I'm not that guy. It just, I pulled in, checked in with the guard, went to shipping. As soon as I walked into shipping, the guy in front of me was in there complaining about not getting loaded. Excuse me. And the guy was like, he's like, it's a Sunday before a holiday. He's like, we've only got 3 people working today because everybody else called in or took the day off. And I'm like, yeah, it's just what happens, It's just what happens. Captain Nurses, I had to wait 9 hours last week for a pickup. Arrived at 11, got loaded at 8 p.m. Yeah. It was kind of the way getting loaded was on this load, because I got loaded. I had a 10 p.m. appointment Friday, and they didn't get me loaded until like 10 o'clock the next morning, because I showed up at 10 o'clock. They put me in a door at around 11, took 4 hours to load it, and then it was 10,000 pounds overweight. I went up to the CAT scale, and we had a 90,000 pounds. I could tell by the trailer tires it was overloaded. I had a hard time getting the tandems to slide. These are all signs when your trailer tires look flat and your tandems won't slide. That is a good indication you are overweight. It was a closed door facility, so I didn't get to see the load. So I knew it was overloaded. So I took it up to the local CAT scale, which was about 6 miles away, scaled it, seen it was 90,000 pounds. I let the broker know what was going on. And then I went back to the shipper. And when I got back to the shipper, they were closed. Gate was locked. So I parked on the street and sat there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, and then the morning shift came in at 7 o'clock. Pulled in at 7, took them a couple hours to rework the load, and took off the exact amount. I mean, I went back up to the truck stop, and I was at 12,000 on the steers, 33,300 on the drive, and 34,000 on the nuts on the trailer. So, and I needed fuel. So basically it was what it was. I just had to run it the way it was. 79,600, I believe. So, yeah, fun times. Chris is doing freaking awesome. Start a hazmat job next week. There you go. BH92, good job. Will Carr is smart. Says Spot Market Willie. Yeah, hello, Cash. Yeah, this is a spot market load I took here. This came off the load board. So I did not get my truck back until Friday morning. I dropped it off Tuesday morning at Peterbilt. I had an outlet knock sensor code on, and that's under warranty. So I dropped it off Tuesday morning. I got it back Friday morning, and then I had to take it to our shop so they could pull that deer guard off, because why ride around with that bent up deer guard? You know, it's just creates problems. It's hard to undo, to open the hood, all that. So I just had them take that off and set it aside for right now. So by By the time I got the truck out of our shop, it was like Friday afternoon. So they called me with a couple load options out of Minnesota and some decent loads going out west. They called me with a couple loads to the Denver Pueblo, down there to Target at the Pueblo, Colorado Target. Couple loads out that way paying pretty good. A multi-stopper out to Salt Lake City that was paying good. And then they called me about this load. This was the one I wanted because of where it's going. And it was a little light on the price. So I told them, well, I'll do it for this amount. But I was totally willing to set at the house for the weekend too. I think that's the key to the spot market is you have to be willing to say no. You can't get yourself, pinched up in a tight spot. So I was willing to set at the house all weekend if I had to. I mean, what do I care, But I had took off. I got home Monday night, Tuesday morning. Oh, excuse me. I got indigestion like crazy. So I got home Monday night and I just slept at the yard because I unhooked the trailer and I was going to take the truck to Peterbilt. So just stayed at the yard till Peterbilt opened, ran that over there Tuesday. Was home Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, part of Friday. And I got this decent load out. So I said, hey, it's the one I wanted. And then, I told them what I would do it for. And, let them sweat it a little bit. Let them sweat it. Because it was Friday afternoon before a holiday, So I bumped the price up a little bit on them. They had it for $4,000. And I told them, hey, if you can come up to $4,500, I'm at home. I got a clean trailer. I'm empty. I'm ready to go. And about an hour later, they messaged back and said, hey, can you be there at 10 p.m. tonight? And I was like, yeah, I can do it. So, sometimes you got to kind of wait them out a little bit. What's up, Will Carr? Thanks for coming in. Some of the Epic says 6 to 8 hour load time. Shoot, I'd be sleeping. Yeah. That's what I do. I make YouTube videos and I sleep. Yeah. My next delivery is not until Wednesday. So we're going to slow roll tomorrow and slow roll Tuesday. I think I'm about 700 miles away. I have not looked it up yet, but that seems about right. Chief Air Holler says, pulled into a Target DC, tired as crap, expecting 5 to 9 hours unload. They were done in 45 minutes. Yeah, that's it. When you're tired and you want to sleep, they'll have you out of there in a heartbeat. When you've got a second delivery the next day, they'll hold you all damn day. So this one does not unload till Wednesday, which I thought was weird. I guess they didn't have any delivery times for Tuesday because I could easily be there Tuesday. So maybe it's like a last minute load or something. Straight Truckin' says, I'm doing the opener show for Luke Combs here in Aspen, Colorado with Marcus Night Band. 10 hours here and then off to Madison, Indiana. Got 2 hours left. There you go. There you go. X Loads in the house. Hey, buddy, what's up? Fast Joe made it in. I watch WALLE. Thank you. Appreciate it. Henry Duncan's in the house. What's up? Gary Cook made it in. David Edwards in the house. Best friend ever says, salute, bro. Salute from Georgia. I rest assured Georgia's on your mind. Russell Freight Services planned up for this week all the way till the 9th. Stay loaded on dedicated lane. I'm running. Gotta love it when you average 10.5 miles per gallon. Yes, that is a great average. I hope to get better fuel economy. So my adaptive cruise control is the radar. It needs calibration. and I tried to calibrate it myself through the Bendix, screen, but it won't calibrate itself. It's going to have to be hooked to a computer. So I got no cruise control this week. I mean, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Would I prefer cruise control? Heck yeah. But was I going to sit at the house and wait till Tuesday for them to do that? No. I can make a lot of money between here and Tuesday. So I snatched up this load, and we'll get the adaptive cruise control working next week. But it is hurting my fuel economy not having cruise control. It is. I can get just as good fuel economy as the cruise control for part of the day. And then part of the day, it's just like I just get, I'm not watching it close enough. I speed up, I slow down. I speed up, I slow down. I try not to do that when someone's passing me. I try to, maintain my speed when someone's passing me. But yeah, without cruise control, I'm hell on the speeding up and slowing down, especially when I'm loaded out to 80,000 pounds gross. Oof. That one guy says Tiki Masala, orange colored Indian curry dish. Woo! Yeah, come on. Chris says they catch the bird flyer that hit the blue truck. Yeah, we know who it is. They just ain't going to do nothing about it. Gary Kick says, good evening, Cash. Hope your weekend is going good. I was terminated from my company on Wednesday. I plan on fighting the company over the issue. Damn, Gary Cook. That's a bummer. X-Load says, can't wait till all live load unload dock positions are placed by robots. Yes, Cash, how many times have a forklift driver damaged your trailer? Humans demoted to electric pallet jack only. Yeah, I mean, if we had robots over here, we'd be getting unloaded probably sooner than we are now. But I try not to stress the unload times because I'm like, hey, maybe the universe, maybe God needs me to sit here for 8 hours, maybe that's just how things work. I try to go to the flow. I'm not a push the envelope type person. I feel like, the universe, God, whatever, you want to call it, it knows better than I do. So, Barry's in the house. What's up, Barry? Says, Chief Osceola and his tribe of Seminoles from Florida State University send their regards. Come on. Yeah, Alabama got that ass whoop yesterday, didn't they? Roll Tide. X-Load says, my bread and butter was detention. Good way to pad the stats for paycheck sometimes, especially if you plan on doing a 10. Yeah. I will definitely turn this in for detention time, but I don't think I'll get it because this was a window delivery. This was not a set appointment time. They were like, no rush. Show up when you get there. So I rolled in here about 5 o'clock, somewhere around 5 o'clock. They're open till midnight here. So I don't know. Hell, might be open later than midnight tonight, depending on how many of these trucks they get out of here. I don't think it'll take the 6 to 8 hours. I think they were just saying that to get everybody to, leave them alone. Either way, it is what it is. Georgia Robs in the house. Good evening. Left OTR running local heavy haul towing in Georgia. I've realized how ridiculous some drivers really are. Yeah. I see things on my Epic Trucking Fails channel that just blow my mind when people do them. I'm like, how and why would and who Moet's in the house. What's happening to Fate Trucking? Is he still trucking? How's he doing? We need a live feed from him. We canceled Fate Trucking. We all got together and we canceled him. Adam Bennett was the number one. We got her done. We put in the work. We got him canceled. X-Lo said he didn't want to drive since Labor Day weekend is literally the busiest car traffic of the year. Oh, I didn't know that. Also, most patrolled. That's true. I've been staying under the speed limit. Missouri literally called for every single cop to patrol this weekend. Wow, I didn't know it was like that. That one guy says, Cash, you're like the last Mohican. They don't make them like you no more. That's true. That's true. They ran out of material. They said, we can't believe we stacked shit that high to begin with. Chief Ear Holler, I'm in a recliner, by the way. Oh, I knew it. Whenever they make sitting in a recliner a paying job, Cheap Freight Holler will be the richest person in Georgia. I promise. Russell Freight. There's this cash. When you fix that, you should be off to the races. I got a 2022 Peak 579 with 501,000 on it. Found I get better fuel mileage when I top off half a tank, and that it's way cheaper at half a tank. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I get better fuel economy because of that, but I just like filling up, after every tank. But I'm going to have to cut the live stream short, guys. I'm getting a call I got to take right now. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today. Zero Breeze, a lightweight portable air conditioner that makes 5,280 BTUs of cooling power. Yes, you need this if you idle your truck overnight to stay cool. Yes, this will save you tons of money. Use my link below when you order, and I appreciate it.